world-famous comedy store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony Volume 3. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Hey, hi everybody. Volume 3, what are you talking about? Hi everyone. Welcome everybody. Come on in, make yourselves cozy. Happy Monday, live audience. How are you guys? Fuck yeah. I like that half-ass energy in this room right now. That's fun. Keep it going for Pat Reagan, everybody. Playing some of his more emotional stuff to get the audience pumped up tonight. Not really the warm-up, that part, but definitely a performance. Pat, how you doing over there? Looks like casual Pat tonight. You got the glasses, the ball cap. This is new.
I'm good, man.
I love it. All right. Fuck yeah. That's all we're going to get from Pat. Ryan J. Ebelt is missing in action right now. He's out in Texas visiting family for Christmas, where we're going to be this Saturday and Sunday. Live Kill Tonys from Austin and Dallas.
Yep.
Get your tickets now at SpiderHouseAustin.com and HyenasComedyNightclub.com or something like that.
Yeah, it's the easiest way. Just go to DeathSquad.tv, click on tour dates.
Yeah, do that. We're there this Saturday and Sunday, live, doing the show that you guys are at its home field right now. Fuck yeah. It's a live show, baby. Anything can happen. And we have fun every Monday, and that's pretty much just about it. I'm going to be headlining Caroline's in New York City the first weekend in February. That's a first.
Oh, yeah.
That's a first, thank you. So for all of you that are from New York and listening in New York, that's where I'm going to be, first weekend in February.
Don't you have better news that you announced today?
Yeah, but I'm not going to announce it
All
here.
right.
I'm going to announce it annoyingly every single week after this,
Okay.
but not on this one.
All right.
Anyway, hi everybody. Let's have some fun, shall we? You guys ready for a crazy night or what? Yeah! You know what happens here. Every single week, a bunch of people sign up to do comedy in front of some of their favorite comedians and us, and we talk to them about their performance and maybe other things that these new, young, rising comedians can talk about in their lives. So, just like with every other week, I have two of the funniest comedians in the world here to talk with them. Put your hands together for them. It's Jeff Garlin and Doug Benson, everybody. Going. He's coming. Doug Benson, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Here, sit over here, Doug.
Where's Jeff?
Jeff Garlin, everybody! Here he is, live in the flesh. It's a very relaxing green room.
It's a really, it's really chill green room.
It's very mellow back there.
Yeah, so I was just chilling. What do you want from me? Yeah, so there you go.
Hi, Jeff.
And then
Welcome
I had
back.
to come up to Susu Studio.
You a big Phil Collins fan?
Actually, his first solo album and like a couple of the Genesis albums are pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Trouble is, Jeff's parents were murdered to that song. So it's always sad for him. It's a spin on. Remember,
You are so fucking high right
You know
now.
how.
I'm
You know how
smelling
Sarah
you and
Silverman,
looking at you.
You know Sarah Silverman's joke when whatever they play her on with, she says, "I was raped to that song." Like that's her opener.
Yeah, so you thought you'd do a version of it.
I did a twist on it.
Yeah.
Your parents were murdered to Susu Studio.
Speaking of music that makes you feel like you're being raped, did you guys get to hear Pat Reagan at all tonight?
Oh, he was killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killing what? The energy in
thought
the room before the show started?
It's the best performance I've heard through a closed door in my entire life. So good. It put Jeff to sleep over there in the other room.
Yeah,
and that's a great compliment for music. You want a music that'll help you go to sleep.
Maybe that could be your niche, Pat, the lullaby album selection, just put people to rest with your rock and roll.
The James Taylor genre. Woo, it got quiet. Did you guys hear
Yeah,
how quiet it
no,
got?
we heard it got quiet. Yeah, no need to ask if we heard it.
Could you
We
give
love
us?
it. Only you can summon that kind of silence, Pat. It's incredible.
Can you do an acoustic Susu Studio right now?
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
No, I couldn't.
I challenge you.
I removed that challenge.
Fuck yeah. Well, we're going to have some fun. You guys
Challenge
ready to-
rescinded.
You guys have both done this show before, both two of our favorite returning guests. You guys know how it works. Comedians, you get
I don't remember how it works.
All right.
It's not like it was a strong memory of my past.
A bunch of
I was here and I enjoyed myself, so I'm back.
The last show you were on was with Sinbad.
Yeah,
and,
he was funny and nice.
Yeah, he's great.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy.
Nice.
Yeah, that was nice. No, you know what I mean? It's
good
like
to hear.
It is good
Yeah.
to hear.
It's hard
yeah.
to be. It's hard to not be. It's hard to be cool. It's hard to be cool with a name like Sinbad. It's grandiose.
Yeah, it seems like two negative words, like both sin and bad, but he's such a good guy. Anyway, so
That is weird. That
Let me
he,
remind
that is
you
weird
how
that
it-
he does clean comedy, and his name is Sin and Bad.
exactly. Jeff, I'll remind you how things go. A bunch
Yeah.
of comedians in the back of the room, they sign up for the chance to do 60 seconds uninterrupted by getting their name pulled out of this bucket. Then they
Oh,
get
that's
to-
right. I think it's stupid.
And then, no, you loved it last time you were on. You
No,
loved
no,
it.
60 seconds is bullshit, man.
It's
How do
pretty
you-
quick. Yeah.
Too
It's
quick.
just for us
What
to
does
get
this
a-
make me laugh? You know, the rerun or whatever. No one saw that.
But it's not about the performance. It's just getting to know them so that then we can talk to them about anything in the world.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Whatever.
And they get 60 seconds
It's okay.
uninterrupted.
It's okay.
Comedians, you know
See, I
you're
don't just ruin your podcast.
Yeah, no, you're uniformly ruinacious.
By the way, do you know how many people came up to me about the Traverse City show? A lot of people came up to me if they would listen
What would
to
they
that.
say when they came up to you?
That they loved it. That was really fun.
That's interesting. So the ones that didn't like it were probably kept quiet and walked by.
Yeah, that's what usually happens. The people who think I suck don't
They
stop
don't
me.
say anything. Yeah.
No,
hey,
they don't
hey,
stop
hey,
me.
hey, hey, hey! You were annoying on that show. No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
generally.
generally.
Happens on Twitter.
Yeah, of which where I don't have, I'm not there.
You don't dwell.
Yeah, I
No,
noticed that.
I had like 150,000 some odd followers, and I just deleted it.
Oh.
I did it about a year and a half ago.
What made you do that?
Yeah, Twitter's stupid.
Would you still do it if you knew that that 150,000 people all perished?
No, I would
You
not.
killed all of them.
Wow.
If
I
I
hate to break it
actually,
to you this way, but you
if
killed
I
all of those
actually
people.
knew that my deleting my account, everyone who followed me died because of it, I would not delete my account. I'd deal with
I would
the trolls.
certainly think
and
about it.
Anyway, guys, so again, back on the track we go. Thanks, Doug, for steering it the opposite direction.
Why don't you say this? Thanks, hi guy.
Just saying, genocide is fun, especially if it's just one button push.
All right, so
The
speaking...
fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about? What is this? This is the stupidest shit. Right.
Jeff, you're still asleep.
I know. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I just want to make it clear, I love Doug Benson. So no matter what I say to him tonight, just know I love him.
Yeah, just know that, you guys, because it's going to get super ugly.
But you know it too, you fucking loser. We've been friends 100 fucking years, so that's all.
true,
Okay,
yeah.
so go ahead.
So the comedians sign up for 60 seconds. They know their 60 seconds is up when they hear the sound of a kitty.
Oh, was that what it was last
Did you
time?
hear that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's adorable. But they have to wrap it up then, or else they're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. Okay,
Wow, it's a
Brian.
Wait,
It's a
you
bear
didn't
with a
finish that.
firearm.
No, it's a bear that was murdered because it was
a bear
involved. It was at the
arming-
comedy store,
an armed
wandering
bear.
around, and they shot an armed bear.
I actually remember the last time that you were on the show, Jeff, you said that the angry West Hollywood bear should just sound like rawr, like that.
Oh yeah, look like a gay bear. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fun and easier.
Yeah.
And it also wouldn't hurt my ears as much as that last thing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, who doesn't like a good West Hollywood gay bear?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, the bear, it means you're like a big. Like I'd be big if I was gay. I'd be big in the bear community.
Yeah.
That's like the.
You're
big
bearish
guy.
because you're
I'm
always
bearish,
losing weight.
yeah.
You're looking good.
Yeah,
you know?
but I learned that from
You're not a
John Waters.
giant
That I'd
bear.
be big in the bear community. I didn't know what it was till he told me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to say taught me because I wasn't going to school to learn the world of gayness. But he told me about this. I worked with him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Leonardo DiCaprio gets raped by a bear in The Revenant.
Is that true?
No, but it looks like It looks like it's raping him. It's just
I heard
mauling
that
and murdering
movie's
him.
good.
All right, I pulled the name out of the
It's great.
bucket. We're gonna give this guy 60 seconds uninterrupted. Ready for it? Put your hands together for the stylings of a guy named Anthony Calhoun.
Anthony, you're taking a long time to start.
Wait, Jeff,
Fucking
wait, we don't
60
talk.
seconds.
We don't
said
talk during this
uninterrupted
part.
a couple of times.
It's the one part that you can't talk at, Jeff.
All right.
Anthony Calhoun, everybody. Come on, round of applause.
So, any
Anthony, that won't count against you. We'll start it fresh. Go ahead.
All right, Anthony Calhoun, everybody. Come on.
All right, so I'm sure that some of you know or have heard of Richard Simmons. If you're as old as I am or older, you remember back in the day on those VHS tapes they had the sweatin' to the oldies. I thought it would be kind of cool if they brought back Richard Simmons, except for they could call it Sweatin' to the Nudies. Oh, that just sounds like a porn. Fuck, I'm pretty high right now. I heard that Doug Benson was probably going to be here, so I smoked weed, which is probably a bad idea, because it's really fucking with my set.
Did you just give
did his
yourself
own
the
meow.
cat?
He gave his own cat.
Oh my God, I've
By
never
the
seen
way,
that in
by the
120
way,
episodes.
You chose to do this shit. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame others. You seem nervous. You okay?
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking
Are you
nervous.
freaking out from the pot?
No.
No, he'd be worse if it wasn't for the pot. He'd be really shaken if
I have
he
one
didn't get high
question
first.
in terms of his material.
I have a lot of them.
Okay, the first question is, they should bring back Richard Simmons. They should call it. Who are they?
Fucking the Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
Wow. All
Who are
right.
heavily involved in Richard Simmons' career.
I love this.
For how nervous you are, you had a really cocky answer there. The Illuminati, Jeff.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
The conspiracy.
I put on
comic.
my best sweatpants to do this performance this evening.
Are those chef's pants?
They are, actually.
Are you a chef?
I used to clean kitchens.
Wait,
Wow.
you recognize those as chef pants?
They are chef.
Are those the pants worn by Jean Favreau in the movie of the same name?
No.
Wait, hold on here. You call him Jean Favreau?
Jean Favreau.
That's awesome.
Wow, chef pants. I never heard of such a thing.
Oh well, yeah, it's a whole thing. Chef's pants look exactly like that.
Can I?
Little did I know that the people that scrub the floors also wear the same pants. Like that seems a little bit off. It's like how the nurses also wear surgeon stuff.
Get out of
You're a
that
handsome
surgeon
boy,
stuff
Tony.
Thanks,
immediately.
Jeff.
Just for you listeners who've never seen Tony, he's a handsome boy. So listen, man.
So listen, man, you got fucked at the start by Jeff and his bullshit, and you got high as an excuse. Like, you know, try it again sometime without getting high first. I did it for a long time without getting high, but I was able to
Anthony.
work my way into it.
Here's another piece of advice: is no, even if you would have killed your entire 60 seconds, I wouldn't even have noticed it because I was so mesmerized at how unbathed you look.
No, to me he looks completely bathed.
Are you talking about the
You
cum that's
showered.
on his shirt?
Wait,
No,
you showered today.
You haven't. No
you look
way.
clean. He
No
looks clean to
way.
me.
No. I took a really fucking quick shower, and I literally ran down here, so it was like...
So you're wet. That's what's going on.
Smelly, yeah.
Did your hair get wet in the shower?
Briefly.
Come on, tell the truth here.
He doesn't
Anthony.
smell. Tell the truth.
You're trying to
He
answer.
doesn't smell bad.
No, here's.
How do you know?
Can we just?
That's not a close enough. That's
I
like.
can smell
we-
Brian's breath from here.
Can we cut to the core? Can I just get
Yeah.
to the core with him?
Yeah.
What's your name again, Brian?
Anthony.
Anthony. Anthony. I'm stuck with it. Oh, you said Brian. That's Brian right there. Yeah. So Anthony, what are your dreams? What do you want out of life?
Shit, man, there's a lot of... I mean, honestly, if you really want to get the whole perspective, it's pretty broad, but I just want to fucking make people laugh and hopefully get paid for it, whether that ends up being directly with comedy as stand-up or like improv, like sketch writing, or
Okay, I was going
doing-
to say, it
doing
sounded like you were going to
different
have a
cartoon or
fallback. Like, you shouldn't have a fallback. You should just dive in.
It's all.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
You got kind of a funny persona. Good luck.
Yeah, there's
No, there are people who like say that shit who I just, in my head, I go, oh, dear God. I'm not saying, oh, dear God. I'm saying, oh, maybe. I don't know.
Where are you from, Anthony?
Most recently, Nebraska.
Hold on a second.
Wow, yeah.
Where are you from most recent? Where you're from changes?
Well, I was
Born
born in
and
Alaska,
then-
raised in Oregon, and then after high school.
Were you born in Oregon?
Place. No, born in Alaska.
In Alaska. See, that's the most interesting answer that you could give.
Yeah, that's.
I'm from San Diego. No, you were born in fucking Alaska. Go with that one. That's my starter advice. Other than that,
That
I know
is
nothing
terrific
else.
advice.
Yeah,
it
it is.
really is, because
No,
you're
it's right.
already interesting, because who's from Alaska?
Right. Who
You
the
know,
fuck
the
do you mean
people
from-
that live there
Say
live
I lost my virginity in Juneau. You never hear that, do
I
you?
was my
it's
virginity in Juneau of 1987.
Where did you lose your virginity?
Actually, here in L.A. Not this time, like 14 years ago.
So you could also be funny on a podcast not knowing you're funny.
Sure.
Yeah, you have no idea why everybody laughed at that last thing.
No, that's
You always stick your tongue out when you get excited. You do like this rock and roll thing. Do you know that?
Did you know you're a character? I think he's got potential. He just needs to work on the writing and the
Yeah.
shaking.
Are you saying that you wouldn't have smoked pot had you not known that Doug was going to be the guest?
No, I guess.
I think he just said that
Yeah,
just
I
because
guess-
it's
I-
a fun thing to say.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to impress Doug. And
Yeah.
that was probably terrible.
Should impress
Trying
him
to
with
show
the
off.
jokes.
Like, this is
And
my
by the way,
third
that's all
time
it
on
takes
stage.
to impress Doug is tell him you're high.
Yeah,
Well, how about that? Look
that's all
at
I
you.
need. Yeah.
So your Richard Simmons joke, let's break that down. What was the actual
No,
joke?
no.
We don't need
What
to
are you
break
doing?
that
What
down.
is happening?
We don't
Who
need
the
to
fuck
do
are
that.
you?
Yeah, there's
Breaking down the
We
Rich-
don't need to break
We don't
that
need
down.
to break that
No,
down.
that
What
was-
the
there
fuck?
was nothing
You know,
there.
I once spent an afternoon at Richard Simmons' house.
Really?
Yeah, in his kitchen, looking at his doll collection. I spent a day in his house. Yeah.
Wow.
It was also a day that Northwestern upset Notre Dame. It was like a big upset, and people told me about it, and I couldn't say, "Oh, I didn't see the game" because I was at Richard Simmons' house. But I was.
Yeah, there's a thing going. He hasn't been seen in like I think a year or 2 years recently, and there's like this whole conspiracy about Richard Simmons, like that he might be being changed into a girl, like the last couple years.
You're making that shit up.
No, I'm saying there's a
No, I
conspiracy.
don't know where you're reading this
He
shit.
showed up here and there in the last
No,
few years.
by the way, I don't like you. I don't like what you stand for. You're the problem. The music guy was bad enough, but now you, the fuck? What kind of show do you run? All right, but you're good. You go with your dreams.
Anthony Calhoun, everybody. One more time for Anthony.
Follow your dreams. He
He's
could
on
already
Twitter.
win second place in a
Some
DC
slide.
Pearson
Hold
lookalike
on.
contest.
Some
What?
slide. That was nice.
You like
Hold on.
that?
Yeah, let's do a little again.
Look at that. Yeah, he's got a thing on his finger and he little black snake moan. I love
I
it.
like that.
But you said you didn't like me.
Little man thimble.
What's
You
that?
said you didn't like me.
I don't know you. I can't really make a definitive thing unless
Yeah.
I have a conversation.
He's just prejudging you.
Yeah, but a little slide always makes everybody happy.
Remember that, Brian.
Yeah.
Need a little slide.
Put a
in your
little
life.
slide on that bear noise.
I'm going to pull another name out of the bucket. I encourage you to start quickly after you hit the stage. Put your hands together for Doug Key.
I looked up the word homophobe, and it says it's a person who is afraid of homosexuals. But actually, there's two kinds of homophobes. You've got a person who is afraid of homosexuals, and a person who is afraid of being a homosexual. You know these guys that are talking about they're trying to turn me gay. They want to turn me gay. They can't do that. What they can do, and what they will gleefully do, is turn you out, honey. You got any lightness at all in your loafers, they will find it. they will polish it up, and they will roll it in glitter for you. I mean, everybody's a little bit gay because everybody masturbates, and masturbation is just you getting gay with yourself. That's about a minute, right?
Yeah, it's 54 seconds. Fuck yeah. Doug Key. In his second ever Kill Tony performance. Last time we saw you was last week for the first time.
Yeah.
And
what
I
are the
remember
odds?
he's
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
What did you talk about? What did you talk about last week?
Jism.
I talked about.
Well, you talked about jism.
I talked about my psychiatrist told me that my problem is I couldn't love myself, but thanks to him, I found out I thought I was in love with myself, but I found out it was just a physical thing.
That's a good joke.
So you get
it's just
so
losing
in your
myself.
first 2 minutes on Kill Tony, you're pretty much masturbation all the time.
Yeah, pretty much. It's from experience, you know.
Yeah, no, yeah, right about what you know, but
you go with what you know. You go with
but
what you know.
nobody wants to know about what you're doing. Like, I mean, I think any masturbation jokes are fine, but like if that's enough. You got 2 minutes worth. That's plenty. You don't really need to talk about it more, but especially the end of your 1 minute tonight. I was dubious, questioning where it was going, and then the final line about it, how you're gay because you're fucking yourself, is.
For the listeners, Jeff just pet Doug.
It was a good, and he calmed me down. I was getting pretty excited. It was a good, we laughed at the end, which in just a 1 minute set, that's pretty good
we
way
found
to
out
do
last
it.
week from Doug that he used to.
Doug was on last week too.
This Doug.
This gentleman's
is
named
also
Doug
a
as well. We
pay
both named Doug, and we both masturbate.
But that Doug up there that's standing used to be on tour with Stevie Wonder. He was the stage
A roadie.
a roadie.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
Stevie Wonder. How old are you, Doug? You mind us asking?
I'm sorry?
How old are you?
Like I said, my favorite number, 69.
69 years old.
69 years old.
Yes, sir.
Wow, you do not look it. And also, I don't want to hear 69 jokes from someone who is 69.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Fucking A, good for you, and
Yeah.
just keep going up on stage and don't listen to anybody.
Tell roadie stories. Why, in your first 2 minutes, why haven't you busted that out?
Because he doesn't need to. It's 2 minutes, man. That's nothing.
But it's special.
He's
It's what's
done
special
great.
about him. Start with that.
No, you close with what's special, Doug.
Did you ever jerk off in front of Stevie Wonder because you knew you could get away with it?
See, that's fantastic.
Did you like when he asked you to do something you didn't want to do? Did you like flip him off and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, did you take advantage of his blindness?
Did
is
you?
what we want to know.
No, wait. Did you ever make out with him and tell him you were an ingenue?
And he is all like, "That's the best beard I've ever kissed."
You remember anything?
No, he's not into tall girls anyway. So.
All right, but let me just say to you, good for you, man. Good for you, you motherfucker.
What do you do?
I think that's
You're
neat. I
funny
think it's a
and
neat
you're
career
it's
change.
good. No, but you should just go up and tell stories. And Doug's right. Tell everything about your life, man. You've lived a life. Majority of comedians that I see now are really young, and they don't know shit, and they suck, and they think they're smart. And you, my friend, have lived a life, and you have something to say. So go and say it. It's fucking fantastic. Now, mind you, if it's a young audience, they're not going to give a shit because they're douchebags. I think what you're getting from me is that young people can blow me, and the point because by the way, let me just go with that for 1 second. When I was
That's right, young people. You can blow him. You are permitted to blow Jeff Garlin, young people. ID's ready.
By the way, anyone who uses the term young people is just a douchebag. So take it from me, a douchebag. Fantastic. I enjoyed you.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank
Doug
you.
Key. Okay. I guess you get the. I guess Jeff just decides when we're done with people now. You guys just.
Well, I want to keep
roll
the show
along with
moving.
Jeff. I'll keep it moving, Jeff. We're in good hands here.
Tony, I do trust you. I'm sorry. All right. So stay there until Tony says go.
Okay, no, fuck it. Fuck it, I'm done. Doug Key, everybody. There he goes. I like it like this.
That's amazing.
69 years old. I can't
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's cool. That's so
It's
unbelievably
interesting that he's a
cool.
liar
I know.
and
he's got a lot of
and
interesting.
a former roadie.
Do you know what he loves, by the way? Pirates of the Caribbean, The Ride.
What's that? What was that reference?
That was a non sequitur, man.
It sure was.
The
Ride with it. Ride
He's
with
wearing Ryan Gosling's jacket from Drive.
Oh man, another promo for Doug Loves Movies.
Yeah, I do
live
love movies.
podcast.
I love them. I also love rides, though.
Put your hands together for your next comedian I just pulled out of the bucket, Grace Lusk.
All right, I just moved to Venice Beach. Has anybody here been? Do you guys like Venice Beach? Give it up, yeah? No, maybe not. I love it. I love it there. The first time I worked on the boardwalk, I walked out and I immediately locked eyes with this guy who was sitting on a pile of trash. And he looked up at me and he was like, "Moses?" And that wasn't it, though. He goes, "Moses? Jesus? Gandhi? They're all the same dude." I was like, "Whoa, you are profound, Oscar the Grouch." I gave him $1, bowed to my sensei, and now I have a spiritual guide. We meet every Monday morning. I'm feeling very zen. Now, after that first interaction with him, I turned around and I bumped into this lady, and she was wearing a huge backpack, and she just turned to me and she was like, "I got enough toilet paper for everybody!" And I was like, "Holy shit, that is so much toilet paper." You are a valuable ally. Take my business card. Thank you.
Fuck yeah, Grace Lusk.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
What's her name?
Grace Lusk. I can
Grace
tell you
Lusk.
without a doubt that you're probably the only person that's come close to getting the West Hollywood Bear that didn't. I could feel like your finger moving.
When
towards
does
the
she's
board.
when does the West
adorable.
Hollywood Bear
right,
come out?
right about then.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, like
wow.
it's like 3 seconds
Like
after?
2 seconds.
Yeah.
usually.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
great
usually
grandma's
just-
balls.
yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Grace.
I wish
Where-
they had that Baron noise on the GOP debates. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
Grace?
Yeah. How long you been doing stand-up?
A little over 2 years.
Where at?
Chicago. I actually just moved here.
Oh, my, yeah. It just so happens to be that the king of Chicago is here right now, Jeff Garlin. The king of Chicago. widely known as the king of Chicago.
No. Where in Chicago?
The South Side.
Oh, okay.
Beverly, 95th
Oh, Beverly.
Master.
Look
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
And where were you working? Is there like a lot of places to perform down there?
On the South Side, I mostly did like stuff on the North Side.
Where?
I ran like a monthly show at the Laugh Factory and
Oh, you did?
some bar shows.
All
Yeah.
right. I like you.
Thank you. I like
Yeah,
you too.
you seem super pro to me, in presentation, but for some reason, like the material wasn't landing until you did that funny voice,
Right.
which was funny, and I think that the first part, like especially when you only have a minute, but even when you're just starting your set, asking people like, "Hey, what do you think of this Venice Beach? What do have you been there? What do you think of it?" You ask like a
Yeah, it
series
was
of
a
questions.
weird question.
Like, what if somebody's like, "I think it sucks"? Then you're like, well, now you're trying to get into your bit, and you got to deal with that, So it's
Yeah.
like, other than that, everything was super pro, and I want to hear more.
How long have you been in L.A.?
Like 2 months.
2 months, and you got this Venice Beach thing going on because you know everybody goes there first.
Yeah. I live there, so.
Oh, you live there?
Yeah.
Fancy.
Mhm.
Not a lot of people start in Venice Beach.
Talk
when you
about
come
what
from-
you know. She lives in Venice Beach. Other dude
Now,
masturbates.
can I? The material wasn't good because you made it up. What really?
No, that was the.
No, hold on a second
I
here.
swear to-
No,
I
no.
swear.
Stop.
Fight.
Collaborate.
No, stop.
Listen.
Stop. Okay, let's go over what really happened. Can
Let's
I do
do
this?
it. Absolutely.
Okay. No.
Okay.
You're on the beach.
All right.
Man
well,
looks
I'm
at
walking to the boardwalk.
You're walking to the boardwalk.
And I
Now, hold
walk-
on and describe the man.
Okay, so he was a white guy.
Yeah.
Bearded.
Yeah.
It was like Doug on a bad day, like sitting on a bunch of.
On a bad day.
No, the point I'm making
bet.
is I didn't believe your exchange. If it is true, you're not presenting it realistically.
Okay.
Just use your own voice. You're an interesting person.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
she also
Like
like
a
crammed
Moses?
it into a minute.
No,
instead
no,
of
fuck
really
that. Fuck
living
that,
with it.
Doug. Shut the fuck up. Do not defend her when I'm getting the because I like her a lot. You're gonna make it. You'll be fine.
Thanks.
No, you're going to be really good. You're good.
What did you really say when
You're gonna
you
make it
said
after
that?
all.
No.
I
You're gonna throw your hat up
didn't
in the air?
say anything. I was just like, okay.
That would have been funnier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
I know. And that Oscar
reality,
the God shit, it
because,
hasn't been working.
Yeah,
so.
well, you know why it doesn't work? Because it's not real, and
Yeah.
I don't believe it for a millisecond.
Okay.
So I knew I was right that it wasn't real. So what you did was he said that to you, and in your head, what did you think in that moment?
I said that kind of makes sense.
Then that's what you need to say. And then what did you do? You walked on, right?
And then I did encounter that lady with the backpack after that.
Okay, but I'm saying, and then what happened there?
She turned to me and she said,
Okay,
enough
what was your
toilet
reaction? Was it really, that's a lot of toilet paper? No. What was your reaction to the toilet paper lady?
paper." It was holy shit.
Holy shit, that's fucking weird.
That
Not
I
ho-
reacted that way.
No, I'm saying no.
He's reacting that way now.
The point I'm making is when she told you she has enough toilet paper for everybody, you didn't say, "Oh, that's a lot of toilet paper." You just thought that's fucking nuts and funny and whatever.
Yeah.
So you should just go, "That's fucking nuts," and walk on. Those are two little interesting tidbits
Why do you
of your day, as opposed to adding the fucking hack shit that you don't need. You know, I'm serious.
I do.
You don't
I
need
know.
it.
Yeah.
Because you're a genuinely funny person. You're an interesting person to listen to. So don't be afraid of what really happened.
Yeah.
It
Don't.
felt a little bit like comedy from another time. Like she was an excellent comedian, like in the 80s or 90s or something, didn't it?
It was almost like improv.
She was very. It was presented very professionally, like she said it a million times and it always kills.
Right.
But you're saying just add a little realism to it.
Great.
Not a little. Be
lot.
real.
Be real, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that with stand-up, this is my take on it, that you find your groove, whether it's, are you a joke teller, or are you somebody that when you tell stories, or just yourself, your personality's funny. So you've got to find that out. You haven't been doing it long enough to know yet. But just figure what that is and follow that path. But don't be afraid to be genuine.
Yeah.
And if you
Being
are going to
genuine.
make stuff up and exaggerate truths, then do it after in a longer set when you've already done genuine stuff. Because if you start with stuff like that, people are going to think everything you're saying is fake.
Okay.
Right.
So after that, after we know that you didn't really give $1 and go, "Thank you, Master Sensei," and bow in front of that
But
guy
by the
that's
way,
sitting on a pile of
the
trash.
joke should be surprising yet obvious.
Yeah.
Obvious that the audience recognizes it as a joke,
Right.
but you surprise them. That's how jokes, it
Grace,
works. But
you could try that. You could tie those two people together. The trash guy who's the trash.
would you
lady.
shut up? You don't
Let
know
me,
anything.
let me speak my
Who
mind.
the
Let me
fuck
speak
are
my
you?
mind.
Says.
Let me speak my mind.
Don't tie those
Let me
two
speak
people
my
together.
mind.
He told
See what
somebody
he
last
says.
week that they should have a hat and glasses and a guitar, and it worked for them.
All right.
He
Well,
really-
I'm going to talk anyways. I'm just going to keep talking.
Go ahead. It's okay.
So you can tie it together like the lady's like the lady's like, "I got trash for everybody," and you're like, "Well, that dude's got," or "I got toilet paper for everybody," and that dude, well, you're like, "That dude's got trash for everybody." Maybe you two could get together, collaborate, open up.
Yeah,
a
Jeff
dumpster-
was
open
Jeff
up
was
a
wrong. That
dumpster
was totally
kiosk.
worth the trouble.
That was it.
Open up a dumpster kiosk. Well, you know what? I think I'm on guard because you've already said you didn't like me. I don't feel like I can get in a word edit.
I like your music.
So I feel like
No,
I have
no.
a mind to speak, and I have lots of thoughts that are perfectly valid.
Do you
and I
guys-
can articulate
Wait,
them very well.
By the way, I
And-
didn't say that
and-
wasn't valid.
And so
it's
I feel
completely
like
valid.
I'm shut
yet
down.
wrong.
So I want to be funny with you.
You can't. You're not allowed.
Okay.
I'm Jeff Garlin.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. You
Creator
cannot
of
hang-
Curb Your
You
Enthusiasm,
cannot hang with
bitches.
me. You're not allowed to. But you have a right to exist and a right to your opinion. And you can continue. I'm not going to be here next week, so I'm thrilled that you are.
Jeff, when you started off, did you have something that it took you a while to find your voice? Because I think that's something like new people always have, like this act almost, like instead of being
Right.
themselves.
No, I had.
Jeff has been pure honesty from day one, for better or worse.
By the way, I'm
For better or worse, right? Like in some ways.
Well,
that
no.
can hurt
Hold
you a
on,
little
hold on.
bit.
When I first started, my whole thing was about television, cartoon characters. It was bullshit. And cartoon characters fucking, and I would kill. Fuck did I kill. And then one night I threw out my whole act and said I'm only going to talk about what I care about and through who I am. And I bombed for a number of years, which was totally cool, you know.
What
and
did Adam West's Batman think of your act?
he found it rather confusing. I mean, quick, Chief O'Hara, get and Harriet before it's too late.
What if Adam West? What if Adam West?
That was like
Batman?
one of the. He knows that was like one of the early things that I did was Adam West
Well,
Batman.
you know what-
His Adam West kills me.
You know what Doug does now is one of the best Bane impressions. Have you ever heard his Bane?
And when you say one of the best, it's probably in the top 12
Well, I mean,
in the world.
that's normally when you would just do the Bane impression, Doug. But
What's
I guess,
that music? I
I
like a
guess-
professional. I just jump in and
Oh, well.
and do it like he did when I told him to do his.
Yeah.
Your performance needs to come out of the shadows.
There you go. I love that. Good advice from Bane.
Do it.
Hey, are you doing the new Batman?
No, do it. I'm gonna do what's his name? Christian.
Talk to Chris.
You're gonna be Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Batman. So make a phony phone call to me.
Okay.
Ring ring.
Hello, Batman.
Yeah. Because they both have that fucking voice. But listen to me. Here's
No,
what
but
I'm
Christian
gonna
Bale's
say.
like, yes. Who is this?
I can do
Why is this on the phone?
That's no matter what role he plays.
Well, yeah, he does that a lot.
Seriously, you're good.
Seriously,
And
great
you're-
job.
Were you born in
Yeah.
Chicago?
Yeah.
Go Bears, although we sucked this year. But the point being is,
Blues Brothers?
I like you, and we'll work together someday.
Yeah.
I promise you
and,
that.
And Grace, he's absolutely right. Go more real. Tell the truth so that people don't think you're bullshitting.
Tell the truth!
Because you have a likable head, and that's gonna work out great for you. I mean, Jeff Garlin already wants to work with you. So.
No, I think you're totally right. I think I'm jumping to like an act out when I should just be living in the moment first
Yes.
and then do an act.
And
Because
also
you have a
just
quality
talking
about you.
And while doing act outs or not, just talking about real, honest, more honest
Yeah.
shit.
I bet you're a good actress too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just guessing, but no, I'm just guessing, but I that's my guess. But yeah, you're good for you.
There she goes, everybody.
you.
Grace
Go get
Lusk.
it. Go get it.
Grace Lusk. She's on Twitter at Grace Lusk. Lusk.
And
all
see,
one word.
the slide, can I just tell you something? No fucking around. That is the most beautiful thing to hear in between performers, a little slide guitar, and you do a nice job with it. So I'm positive too. But she didn't really need that combo, the two characters. What was that? Do what you know. Slide. By the way, I had a guitar lesson before I came here. I can't slide. That's all I'm saying.
What's her name? Grace? Is
Yeah.
that what you said? Grace?
Yeah,
There's
Grace.
an amazing restaurant in Chicago called Grace.
There's a street called Grace by Wrigley Field.
Grace Trivia.
There you go.
So much fun.
I pulled
So amazing.
I pulled another name out of the bucket, everybody. This looks like a new one. Put your hands together for Nia DuBose.
Nia.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Or not. That's great. I don't believe in bikini waxing. Let's just jump into that. I don't think you should have to wax your pussy, folks. I don't. To me, that seems like something I would pay to have done to an enemy. You understand what I'm saying? It's like I meet with a guy in like the back alley. I'm like, hey, listen, you see that bitch over there by the bar? I want you to get that bitch. I want you to pour some hot wax on her pussy. And I want you to snatch the fucking hair out. Like, that's... I just don't believe in it. I'm just saying you get an edge up and a bald fade. You be grateful with the hairy pussy that you get. That's all. I'm Nia DuBose. That's my time.
There you go.
Meow.
Yeah.
All right. So was that Buddy Holly for like a second? Yeah. Just Peggy Sue for a second. Hey, seriously. Okay, that was really funny. So here's what I recommend, just based on that, and you can use it towards anything else you want.
Okay.
Don't come out and go right into the pussy references. But
At
the
60
idea,
seconds.
no. That's not what I'm saying. It was really funny when you told the person to go pour hot wax on her pussy
Right.
in that moment. But prior to that, that's the surprise aspect, you saying that. But if you already say pussy up front, hot wax on the pussy, it takes away from that. Do you know what I mean? So use it when you have to. Don't overdo the pussy is all I'm saying.
Right.
Pussy.
You could say. So
I enjoyed all the pussy.
Right,
Like,
so-
I thought it was continuously funny that she kept saying pussy.
Because you're high.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's true. The
No, no.
waxing is all that she needs to
Yeah,
say.
all you have to
Save
say,
the pussy for
save
the
the pussy.
enemy.
So it's like I'm not anti-pussy saying that shit, but when you say stuff too much, especially early on, the minute you hit the stage, it sort of numbs the audience immediately.
Much like a pussy waxing.
No,
Yeah.
that would make, I think, more than
That
numbing.
makes you quite alert.
Yeah, quite alert.
Have you had it?
You
Have you had
cannot
your
sleep through a pussy waxing.
Doug? You had your pussy wax before?
No, but I see it all the time depicted in comedy programs.
Yeah.
Do you know that my
Should
stage
be-
name
should be happening in
used to be
dramas.
Pussy Wax Richards?
Really? You were pussy
Destroys
wax?
your pussy's nerve endings. That's all I'm saying.
Pussy Wax Richards.
Destroy. Yeah. That's
So,
Hey, that
what
shit lasered.
So what do you do down there?
I just lock it, so I've got.
Lock it? Holy shit!
Like,
But-
I call it the Stevie Wonder. That's,
But by the way, no fucking around though. You made me laugh hard. That was really hard.
Thank you.
I've never heard that before. It's a good premise. That's funny.
Thank you.
Yeah, fuck, man. The girl who I liked before you, I didn't laugh hard. Thought she was great and she's going to do great things. I think you could too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Why is everybody so upset about waterboarding when pussy waxing's happening?
There you go. That's effective.
There you go. You're
I'll
welcome.
tell you whatever you want
Take
to
it.
know.
Take
I
it.
wonder though if like pussy waxing brings you nightmares. And
Well,
like
the P in PTSD stands for.
Pussy trauma, stress disorder.
Nia, how long you from LA?
No, I'm from Houston. I actually I just saw you at Whatever Fest in
Oh,
Houston.
nice. Yeah, Houston's comedy crowds are great. You
Yeah.
probably have a great time doing shows.
You live here, or are you just visiting?
I live here
How long have you lived here?
since July.
Oh wow, what part
July.
of town?
Like Little Armenia.
Ooh, little
Little
Armenia.
Armenia.
What's your social?
That is 1, 2, 3.
Is this your first
getting
dealing
so
with
specific.
Armenians?
No, I've actually never
What's
really
your
met any Armenians
social?
till I moved here.
So how's that culture shock for you?
It's really not, because it's by the Scientology
They-
center,
they
so
don't-
that's way more shocking than Armenians.
If you go in,
Yeah, I won't.
then it's not that shocking.
Yeah.
It's just a building with a word Scientology.
No, they
and
walk them
that's
through
it.
they walk them through the neighborhood and they make them touch stuff.
And then they take you to a room and try to wax your
that's
pussy.
why-
Did you know going clear is just another expression for pussy waxing?
That
All the
will
more
not
reason
be.
to avoid
That
that
will
shit.
not be top tonight. Just
Maybe
letting you
not.
know, you have hit number one for the night.
Awesome.
There you
Nia,
go.
what do you do for work?
I drive for Uber.
Oh, look at you and your
That's a
grandma's
great
balls.
thing for
comedians, it's
comedians
perfect.
to do because
Do you ever
make
talk
your own
about it?
hours.
No, not
Material.
really, because before I moved here, my day job in Houston was I drove a bus.
Do you talk about that at all?
No, Jesus Christ.
You should talk about that time you had
All
to
right.
keep it up over 55, though. That was quite an adventure.
So now this is
It's amazing
this
you
is
driving.
again as spoke earlier in terms about being. You should be you need to be talking about the bus.
Had a guy
and you
have a
need
drug
to-
overdose on my bus once.
Well,
That
then
was
that's a
fun.
story.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Good times.
By the way, it might be.
I
As
hope
well
they
as-
died and you threw him under the bus and went on your route. Because the expression thrown under the bus is
That's
never
where it
about
came
really
from.
being thrown under a bus.
Yeah.
Ever.
I think what's amazing about you driving the bus is how far we've come since Rosa Parks. You know what I mean? Like that's incredible.
I'm all the way in
It's
the front
like
of
you're in the
bus.
best seat now.
I'm in the front of the bus.
Yeah.
And that one's the most cushy of all the seats. Yeah.
Do you miss the bus ever?
Sometimes it has the beads
No.
on the back. It's
Yeah.
very comfortable.
Those actually are pretty comfortable.
Right?
But I
yeah.
imagine-
Abacus on your back. You
Yeah.
could do some
The
math
one that
with your
kind of has
shoulder
like
blades.
the bend in the middle. It's nice. I don't miss it though. I would never go back. No.
Was it?
But-
Go ahead, Jeff.
No, I just imagine that there were people that rode your bus regulars
Yeah.
that you could talk about.
Yes, there
Okay.
were. But
So what the fuck are you doing?
because I got other shit to fucking talk about.
Well, then
talking
you're
about the
good.
bus.
Then
Yeah,
what
you
the fuck
loved
you-
the minute that she did.
Yeah.
I did. I
And
laughed
now
hard.
she's got another minute or more
I got
about
45
bus
minutes
driving.
But she's not
Material
doing the
just
bus,
ready
you
to go.
douche.
She can't. The bus is too big a story to do in a minute.
No, but she doesn't
Pussy
do it.
waxing. Bam.
No.
Say it 3 times.
Wait a minute.
Meow. You're done.
The point is, what
got a
either
hair
he
in my
asked,
Wasn't from my pussy, that's for sure.
that's not actually for sure. You don't know that.
I
Points
know.
for that one.
No, you don't, because maybe when you put on your pants, one broke loose, and then the air conditioning went to Doug's mouth. But here's the
And
thing.
now we are one.
That's all it takes, by the way. One pussy hair, boom. They think the same. That's a great science fiction show. I'm going to pitch it. if someone's pubic hair gets loose, and then if it enters the mouth of another person, you share a brain.
That's just crazy enough to
definitely
work,
pitch.
actually.
Definitely pitch it out the window.
Yeah.
Let's.
I want like a producer credit. I want like.
You get anything you want.
Nia, what do you like to do for fun? What's like? What are some of your hobbies or something?
My hobbies.
Other than stand-up comedy.
Oh, other than stand-up. Okay, well then that's it. No, I like to do a lot of. I read a lot.
See, it's good.
I used to really be into like weightlifting and MMA, so now I just kind of spectate. So I like to watch a lot of the fights.
I'll bet you wanted to participate before.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of training.
I'm just telling you right now, I'm not going to fuck with you.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say is, which I was interrupted more by the high guy than you. Someone said, "Do you talk about the bus?"
I don't interrupt you ever.
That's what he.
By the way, truly, Doug, you don't.
I keep my place.
No, and in our long-term relationship, you do not interrupt me. I, on the other hand, am a constant interruption, and I know that. But that's at least we're clear.
Tell the lady your great information you have for her.
No, here's the information. Someone asked you if you talk about the bus, and you were like very adamantly no.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Yeah. Add that to your repertoire with the other shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, like the regulars or what we got. Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck it is. I didn't drive a bus. But you do, and most people don't drive a bus.
And make it clearly in the past too, because like you're a professional comedian now, so like
when you
that's
drove
what
a bus.
people want from you. But like, yeah, I used to have to drive a bus.
Now,
Boom, you're in.
Now you have a Prius, right?
No.
Oh, what are you Ubering with?
Chevy Impala.
An Impala.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I very rarely get an Impala, and I Uber
I do
regularly.
get,
But she still clips bike riders on the regular.
I do.
You Uber a lot, Jeff?
I not as, but I'm in New York. I do a lot, but I go for the most expensive one because I'm rich.
Yeah. I feel like you.
So you would not get my Impala.
I would not get UberX.
I
No.
feel like you're the type of guy that also doesn't automatically give drivers 5 stars. I feel like you really.
No,
like them.
no. For them, unless they're an asshole, it's 5 stars. And my son, who uses my account, I'm down to 4.7. I don't like that.
Oh, your son's bringing your rating down because
Yes.
the
No, I
drivers are
was
giving him a bad rating.
I was a 5.
Is he using Uber X or he's using like the?
He's using all sorts of Uber shit.
You
I
know
don't
what? You
fucking
know why they do that? It's because it's when you fart in the back seat.
No, it's actually. Truth is, he's a kid. He doesn't know any better. But I know it's because of drunks for the most part.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't drink, but you know he's.
Sometimes I'll pick Uber Black and the driver's white. It bums me out. Trying to give back to a segment of society.
He's great at closing out a segment.
Yeah. It's
Doug
beautiful.
Benson just closed that out beautifully.
I love that. Nia, craziest thing you've ever seen in your Uber?
Nothing.
Nothing.
That's pretty fun.
Do you go late nights ever?
No, I don't do late
You
nights.
do the day.
Yeah, I do during the day.
Okay.
Now the bus. That's some shit.
The bus you did late night. And that was a city bus in Houston.
I did the late shift, and I picked up like all the prostitutes and crackheads and.
So all I'm saying is, what the fuck are you not talking about that for?
Depressing, man. Homeless
The
bitches
pri-
shitting
no,
in the bus. And
by the way,
fucking- that's-
have you ever seen or heard of Richard Pryor?
No, is he new?
No,
I've never-
Richard.
Oh, shit.
I think for a rare time, I'm so bad at sarcasm.
Yeah.
Like I never do sarcasm.
Right.
That when I do it, it seems so sincere.
Yeah.
No, the point being is he talked about some ugly ass shit and made it funny, which you could do too.
I guess because I haven't found a way to make that funny because that was my day job.
Well, I
so
don't
didn't wanna
do.
talk
By the way, let's talk about. I have an area that I don't do because I can't make it funny, and that's politics. I never talk about what I think about politics because I just start getting angry and I turn into Soapbox Johnson. So I avoid it. So you'll figure it out. But you're also at a point where that might be a possibility. Like I know at this point in my career that I'm not doing politics. I'm not going to be a political comedian. You don't know what you are. You should be experimenting with everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
all.
will.
All right. Good.
Do you ever talk about politics?
No, I don't.
Why you keep
Trump
her up
needs his
yourself?
pussy
What are you
waxed
doing
real
there?
bad.
Pussy on top of his fucking head. Terrible.
She said the pussy on his head.
Hey.
Donald Trump.
Oh,
Give me a rim
shit.
shot. No, okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nia DuBose, so nice to meet you. There you go.
Nia.
She's on Twitter at LOL Nia DuBose, NIADEBOSE.
By the way,
Can I get another drink real quick?
Yeah, what kind of drink do you want?
I don't care. I just want it real quick.
Well, you just have to say it.
No,
If you want us to bring you one of everything,
no,
or can
yeah,
you just
bring
say
me
it-
one of each.
say
He
it
knows,
into the
he
mic?
knows what I want. He knows
Okay,
what I want.
there you
I
go.
just
I'll
like one.
take one too, Josh.
By the
one
way,
of mine.
can I also say that
Josh
I'm
knows.
on? I'm actually I'm off all social media except for Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Jeff's
Jeff
off
Gar-
social media, you guys.
Except for
Alert the regular media.
This is one of the people
I'm just
that has
saying,
gotten pulled out of the
Jeff
bucket
Garlin.
quite a few times. He
can I
literally.
just say my thing?
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
Jeff Garlin on Instagram.
That's it, just Jeff Garlin.
Jeff Garlin at Instagram?
But I'm verified.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
He's
All right.
legit on Instagram, you guys.
And you take great pictures.
I am a photographer.
That's
yes,
right.
That's what I do in my spare time.
You know who else takes
that,
pictures?
and I run a lotion shop.
And I've also heard that you were been maybe getting into the chocolate business. Is this right?
Oh, is chocolatier?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a funny name. Chocolatier.
Every time I hear the word chocolatier, I think of you.
Why not? Who wouldn't think of me? Who's
This
coming?
guy has been pulled out of the bucket so many times because Asians are so lucky. And every single time it seems like he kills. He has a very funny style. We're always happy to pull him out of the bucket. Put your hands together for the one and only Tam Pham, everybody.
I'm sick, so I'm covering up the mic. I'm used to being the weird guy. I grew up in Mexico. I'm sorry, the Valley. I keep making. Sorry. I keep making that mistake because I have eyes. It was hard. I never fit in, especially like when I was 9, because that was the year where my mom thought it was a good idea to give me a perm. Now, if you think that my school full of Latinos was making fun of me a lot for being Asian with big ears, imagine being Asian with a Jew fro. They called me the Diary of Japan Frank. Thanks, everybody.
Exactly a minute. Tam Pham.
His own personal story, but with solid jokes, Jeff. What could you possibly critique
Pham,
about that?
Tam Pham, how much do you hate black people that you would put the paper towel over
That's
the
what I
mic
was thinking he
after,
was doing.
Nia
He
DuBose?
said, and even if he was lying, it was very eloquent that he was sick, and that's why he was doing
Well,
it.
first of
and
all,
that
can I
seemed
just say-
thoughtful.
well-
even if he's full of shit, it was thoughtful.
Yeah, well, you know, it'd be more thoughtful is if you're really sick, stick to your culture and wear one of those weird surgical masks that your grandparents wear every flight that I'm on around this country. I'm always next to some Asian in a surgical mask. And by the looks of your ears, the thing would never come off. So it would probably stay on permanently for life.
You know what's really cool is, first off,
Is that why they're all wearing those? To keep us from getting sick? That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's what he's
No.
saying, yeah.
No,
Mostly.
Mostly. They're
fuckers
mostly
with masks.
because it doesn't work the other way around, supposedly.
No, it doesn't.
So I always laugh at them, like, what are you doing? But they're trying to keep
They're
me from getting
thoughtful.
sick. That's so sweet. I'm going to run over and pull that mask off and kiss them on the mouth.
What are you sick with, Tam Pham? Bird flu?
Wow.
All right. Really? Too soon for the bird flu jokes, guys?
No, it's just. No, that's right. You told me you want to keep it funny and not so serious. All right.
Whoa, geez, Jeff, really pulling the wizard out of the curtain there.
No, I just because I really have a thought. He's funny, and you have a face of someone who should be doing comedy, and that's not meant as a like insult, but you look like that guy. Like you're funny.
He's fun.
Yeah.
He's a fun guy.
Point being is, this style is not exactly right for you, the 1 minute type situation. I imagine if things are slower, you're pretty fucking good.
I thought he
I didn't
killed
think you
it
were
with just
bad.
1 minute.
No, I'm not saying that he was bad, but I'm saying you're probably better when, you're... Not that anyone wouldn't be better. What the fuck is this format?
Well, they have to save time for what you just did, so that's why the comedians don't get to talk for very long. But Yeah, you already said that he's a favorite around here. This is my first time seeing you, right?
Uh-huh.
I've never been in this seat before when you're on, and I thought that was, you're a professional comic in my mind.
Yeah, it was fun. You're obviously working hard. You're going out when you're sick.
You're spreading your disease everywhere you go.
How long have you been doing stand-up for, Tam Pham?
A year and a half.
Year and a half.
Doing very good.
Yeah, you're doing
great. Really good.
That's the thing about...
I'm jealous of how good you're doing.
You've been getting
year and a half is pretty fast to be this good.
Yeah.
Have you been getting up a lot?
Jeff's thinking about it.
No, I was much better. But, me like a week in, I passed out. I was fucking great. But I'm
he already had the Adam West closer about a year and a half in.
By the way, I had Adam West the first time
Day
I went on
one, yeah,
stage.
day
I know.
one.
But, it's like everyone's in a...
one.
I'll do your pain then. No, hey, seriously, it's like it just takes so much time, and you just got to keep going up on stage and doing it. And it's like some nights you'll come off and you feel like I know nothing, and you don't. And sometimes you come off and you go, I'm great, and you're not. It's like it's just a constant process, but you're really good, and good luck to you.
Tam Pham, tell us something else about you other than that you do stand-up. Like, what do you like to do for fun? You ever drive a bus or anything like that?
Nah,
Ever get your pussy waxed? You don't have to answer that. I was just fucking around.
I was going to answer Tony's real question.
What do you do for fun?
I tend to only do things once. Like I went to a gun range once. I went skydiving once. I went to Europe once.
Hey, you get out of all those alive that one time. Why bother to take any chances?
What was skydiving?
But those are all probably comedic stories that you're working on, right?
Eventually, I'm going to try.
What do you do more than once?
Just this, really.
Just this?
Yeah.
All right.
Skydiving.
So I take it you're not a virgin, but one time. All right.
How was skydiving?
Did you do it with Indiana Jones?
Wow, are you calling him short round?
Skydiving as an Asian is interesting because they're the only race whose eyes don't change while skydiving. If you picture that one, guys, it's more of a picture it joke than anything else.
And if I could give advice to young comics, do as many picture it jokes as you can, because audiences grab hold and they don't let go.
It's a podcast.
Yes.
It's a podcast.
That's true.
So do you carry that same paper towel around with you everywhere?
No, I just pulled this one from the.
Yeah, he got it fresh just for us.
But you get it from the bathroom?
Yeah.
It's covered with more disease probably than you have.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to do like the old joke of like wiping off the mic and then saying something about I don't know where the other comics have been or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's really just trying to keep people from getting sick.
I like him because he's very thoughtful and he's funny. He's a good man.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are dicks, and look at you.
What do you do for work?
You're not
Tam Pham?
remotely a dick. No, seriously, you're not remotely a dick. I can tell. You're a good man. You're what we Jews call a mensch. You're clearly a mensch, and the world's your oyster, and just keep going.
What do Asians call him?
Jeff.
Yeah. Most of my
They're kinda
interactions,
smart like that.
most of my interactions with anyone of another culture, they call me by my name. There's nothing, and no unusual pronunciation. It's just my name. And I
Some
tend
of them
to
say Hefe. Hef. Some of them.
Hefe. Actually, the only person who ever said Hefe that I heard was a white woman who thought it was interesting to call me Hefe.
Huh.
Was it Fran Drescher?
No, it was the driver on my TV show. All right.
See, sometimes truth isn't funny.
By the way, that's totally true.
Mm-hmm.
Tam Pham, what do you do for work?
I work as an extra a few days a week.
In motion pictures and television?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
That's how I got my start in the biz.
Are you ever
Oh,
work
you used to tell stories about being an extra.
Oh, the stories I would tell.
I do
How
remember.
we'd line up for lunch.
Which was your closer.
You work on anything cool? Like you ever like Dr. Ken stand-in or anything like that?
Do you ever see the old Iron Patriot, comic Patriot, Jeff whatever his name is, Crabtree?
I don't know what he looks like outside the wacky.
Oh,
costume.
yeah,
nobody
that's true.
does.
He hasn't seen him outside the costume. But he
Yeah.
does extra work too. But what's like a movie or TV show we know that you were an extra in?
A bunch of them. Scandal.
Ooh, Scandal. Ooh. Isn't being an extra in a TV show like that so much fun? How you just sit around for hours?
Did you find it scandalous?
No.
You get
Like
any
I said, sometimes the truth isn't
Did you get
funny.
any, did you get any pussy?
Yeah.
You were about to say literally, did you get any pussy being an extra on Scandal?
Yeah. Did
No
you?
one
Yeah.
gets more pussy than the young people.
Did you
who are
impregnate
extras
Kerry
on Scandal.
Washington? Is that your baby? That
When's
she
the
had?
last time you got laid, Tam Pham?
Don't do that, Dan.
What kind
Why?
of
It's a
question
live
is that?
show. What
It's
are we
not-
talking about?
I know, but
I
it's
think
none of
it's a
our
great
business. Do you enjoy
Yeah, it
sex?
is. Tam Pham, when's the last time you got laid?
No, Tam Pham, don't tell us. Here's what I want you to do, Tam Pham. I want you to leave the stage with dignity. He's not Howard.
How do you know it
Let's
wasn't
go
last
down the
night?
table.
How do
Let's
you
go
know
down
he,
the table.
How do you
and
know he
say it.
didn't get sick eating some bad pussy, Jeff?
Eating some bad pussy like it grows somewhere.
Oh, did you notice the expiration date on that pussy?
Yeah.
It was bad, man.
No, but Tam Pham.
General,
listen to me.
no.
Your lovemaking, no one's business. It's not. You enjoy it, obviously.
Oh, I can't
You
wait
don't really
until
enjoy
next
it?
week.
Wait, you don't really enjoy it?
Not really.
Now the door has been opened.
The door was open
And
before,
it's the-
Jeff. You
no,
closed it.
not when was the last time you got
Somehow
laid?
Tony sensed you had a weird sex life, and
Yeah, how could
now
you
here
guess
we
that?
are.
Do you like mirth? No. So you don't like sex. Do you like robotics?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
See?
look at this.
Generally, most people who don't enjoy sex are big fans of robotics.
Yeah.
That's what I find. Do you collect pottery from around the world?
No.
No. That
You
might
will.
be fun. You will.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Tony's seen it happen before.
Tam Pham, another great set. Good to see you again.
job,
Go
buddy.
get healthy.
Good job,
There he
Tam
goes.
Pham.
What was that, Pat? Were you surprised about something there? What was you just gave me a what was that? That look there at the end. Nothing?
Oh, that was why. Why does he not like sex?
That's why I want to know why he doesn't like the puss.
But guess what? I know the answer, and it's none of our business.
Oh, wow. Jeff obviously hooking up with Tam Pham on the side.
He has the most beautiful vagina.
You know, he's prioritizing, and right now he's doing a good job writing jokes.
Jeff, a cool,
I concur.
You know what I mean? Some guys
Yeah.
don't go
Yep.
chase after the
a cool
pussy
thing
all
that
the time.
happens on this show is there's two young ladies that go up that write and perform a brand new
We're at
minute
that part?
every single
Are these
week.
the ones I saw before a long time ago?
Actually, those ones now
They
tour around the
graduated.
country, and they go down up. They go up in the original room downstairs on Mondays, and we have two new regulars.
Okay.
And so every week, these two write and perform. They're under the pressure of having to write and perform a brand new minute every single week, which is really tough. And then we talk to them about anything at all, just like we talked to everybody else here tonight. So,
Do you understand how this works, Jeff?
no, yeah, he does.
He just explained it.
He
Yeah.
sure did.
And, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring up your first regular. She's been on the show for a few months now. She started brand new with us, known for her extreme nervousness and knack for apologizing on stage. Here she is tonight with a new minute. Put your hands together for Melissa Esslinger.
Why did the turtle cross the road? To get to the Shell station. I wrote that when I was 8, and that's adorable. I saw Star Wars this weekend, and while I was killing time in the lobby, there was this guy talking very loudly on his phone about how he felt about the movie. And without any thought or shame, I turned to him and said, "Ah!" But it's LA, so he just ignored me. I don't like to poop in public places. So, but like sometimes you have to. So I had to make up this song that I sing to myself so I can go. I'm like, I know you really don't want to poop here. But sometimes, oh, shit.
Shit, get it?
But you gotta do, fuck you guys. Oh my God. You gotta do what you gotta do, and right now you gotta poop. That's what I sing to myself. so I can poop.
There you go. Another new minute. Melissa Esslinger. Knocking it out.
I finished your song. All right, you're done pooping. Time to wipe. Now I'm going to the sink, gonna soap up my hands. I'm gonna go see something. I'm at a public place. I'm going home.
See, his point is it never gets easy. And you just gotta keep trying stuff. And
This is fun. What do you, Doug? This is
she
your
opened stronger than she closed tonight, but
Yeah.
she's also like the difference in the shaking is unbelievable. Like, you
Huge
don't
difference.
shake it anymore. But what about? Do you have to wear your glasses?
Well, I hurt my eye. I was taking a break from the contacts.
Oh, okay.
But eventually I'll be back.
Because you fiddle with them a lot.
Yeah, I don't like 'em. I
Yeah,
hate 'em.
yeah. So it's like it's another affect that you've picked up instead of shaking. But I just think you're just fun and especially the first part. I don't know about the poop song.
Yeah, the way that your likability is your biggest, trademark without a doubt, and you can do stuff like that first joke. You could just be adorable and talk about it and move on and kill with it because you can do that because it feels genuine. It felt like you wrote it when you were 8, and had you said anything else, it probably wouldn't have worked. But that type of honesty and openness with yourself, and it feels honest. So there you go. There's good jokes peppered in there. Jeff Garlin, initial thoughts. First time seeing Melissa Esslinger, who has to write and perform a new minute every week.
As someone who hasn't written a new minute in ever, I don't have an act, see, so therefore I just go up and I start talking. So every time I actually go on stage, it's a new minute, unless you're working with me on something.
Yeah.
So I think that you're a big bowl of adorable, and you seem funny, and you seem super intelligent, and I can tell you're a good writer, and I like everything about you. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so I would just, and by the way, why don't you just go up one night and say how much you hate your glasses and see where it takes you?
Okay.
That's all.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might shake a little more because you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
But you might come up with something
Yeah.
that'll make you go, fuck, I got to always wear my glasses. And, the glasses, I don't know you without glasses, and you're fine with glasses.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I like her a lot. Yeah, go.
Thanks.
What'd you think of the new Star Wars movie? You were excited about it.
Yeah.
It's really
I don't want to
good.
ruin anything
I'm
for
just
anybody.
a little confused. Was the guy giving spoilers out when he was talking, or just
Who was giving spoilers?
He
the guy
wasn't
in the
giving
lobby?
spoilers, although some kids I was sitting next to before that were, but I tuned it out quick enough. But the guy in the lobby, he was just giving his opinion, and I thought he was being a dick already. So I was like, that isn't...
So hold on there. You really did that to him?
No, well, I did go, not that loud. I wasn't that loud,
So
but I
why-
did kind of.
so-
And I.
No.
Not loud. I don't think
thought
he
you were
saw
gonna
me.
when you said the thing about when somebody's talking about Star Wars, and then you immediately went into having to go to the bathroom. I thought that the punchline was gonna be, and when I go to the bathroom, the only way I can do it is if I go you do the same thing again.
Oh,
Like
that is
you don't
funny.
want to hear your own shit that you're taking.
Well, no, I didn't really do it, and that is funny.
Like no spoilers on my bowel movement, please.
That's great.
That's good. Well, and actually, I did it more for myself. I literally didn't want to hear what he was saying, so I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I would have done in that
What?
situation? I would have. Well, if I was with you and we're going to see Star Wars and we saw him, to make you laugh, I would have gone over, put my hands in my ears and yelled and danced at the same time. And he would have had to have noticed me. That's all.
When you say pooping in public places, what kind of places are we talking
nice
about?
You're out and about, and you gotta go.
Like in a restroom?
Yes.
By the way, I know a lot of. Hold on a second here. I know a lot.
You don't like going in restrooms?
Two things I can do is poop pretty much anywhere and take a nap almost anywhere. I know that about myself, but I know a
That's
lot
because
of
you have
people.
narc-poopolepsy.
Well, we
Doug,
know
I told you don't make fun of. But the point.
Don't make fun of my narc-poopolepsy.
That's
I
my
can shit or
stage.
sleep anywhere. It's
Hold
a
on,
problem.
Hold on. That's my stage name. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Narc Poopolepsy. A lot of people have that problem. I know a lot of people. You guys are just not sensitive enough to people. That last
That's true.
guy,
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
a very negative program we do here.
Yeah, you're just being a little too
When
mean.
I'm on. Right, Brian?
Melissa.
Brian's not even saying
Maybe
anything because
stands
Jeff
for
was so mean to him earlier.
But he did deserve it. What the fuck was he talking about? What the fuck does this guy talk about except a slide guitar? You're lovely.
Well, thank you.
All right, and continue that.
Melissa Esslinger,
you.
everybody, with another new minute. One of the hardest jobs in showbiz. Another
By the
new
way,
minute.
Tony.
Yeah,
I'm never doing this show again.
I bet.
No, I don't want to do it
Are
anymore.
you quitting
okay.
the show right now?
No, I'll
Don't quit
finish
yet.
it out, but
We're
I'm
almo-
not coming back.
We're almost there, Jeff.
I've,
Thank you.
I've had it with this shit.
Why don't you
I-
like it? What's the
Because
problem?
I never wanted to be a judge on a
It's
fucking
not a judge.
last
You're
douchebag
just supposed to help
standing.
him out
It's
a
not
little bit.
douchebag standing.
I don't
Jeff.
like this.
Nobody
I don't like
wins.
criticism.
Nobody loses.
See, that's
it's just
the-
advice.
When I said keep it light, don't be too serious. It's because it's not last comic standing.
But
We're
I
just
take.
having some
Here's the
laughs.
thing. I don't take myself seriously, but I take what I do seriously, and this shit's what I do. So I take it very serious when talking to them, and I want to be encouraging to people, you know, when they need, because these people are all really. I'm actually impressed.
Yeah.
Because I really love stopping people who suck, and no, they just get in the way of everyone. They get in the way of your enjoyment. They don't get in the way of my stage time. I go up when I want. But the point being is that you know. All right, who's next?
Let's do it. Our final regular. This is her second week. Second week as a regular.
Second week, wow.
Her first and only time ever up in front of Jeff Garlin. Because you just retired from the show after this. This is definitely the only
It's your
time
last
you're gonna
time
see her.
together, so enjoy it.
By the way, unless I take a personal interest in her career, or the girl from Chicago, is like your regular, I'm not coming back.
Okay.
All right, I'll
All
come
right.
back for the Chicago girl if she becomes a regular.
I think you might like this other regular who we have. This is her second week ever being a regular on the show. Her third time ever on the show. Put your hands together for it. It's the stylings of Vanessa Johnston, everybody.
I feel like that's a lot of pressure. Jeff, hi.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, hello. I'm kind of sick of people seeing racial stereotypes instead of individual people. Like, some of the best dancers in the world are white. Some of the best mathematicians in the world are black. Unfortunately, for Asians, there are no Asian NASCAR drivers. So that one might be true. There's been like one guy, his name's Hideo Fukuyama. His best race, he placed 33rd. But that was only because there was an accident on the track which tied up all the white, black, and Hispanic drivers so that he was able to move up from 66th. And Hideo was the cause of that accident. So, you guys don't think like Tokyo Drift was invented on purpose? No. No. Okay.
Exactly a minute. Vanessa Johnston. Asian NASCAR driving.
I love a Tokyo Drift reference.
You loved it, right?
I love it, yeah.
It depends. Like that room, like there's people that are car people and they get it, and the people like sometimes people are not car people and nobody gets it.
Right. And sometimes there's Asians in the audience, like Tam
And they
Pham.
love it. Asians love it.
Do you think that she could somehow shorten the math part of that joke where she's like, 33 and then 66? It could be something like quicker.
More punchy.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a word you said.
Why is that, Jeff? What happened?
I don't know anything about race car driving, and she's pretty.
Yeah.
I
She
got
just
lost.
blanked out.
I just was like, wow, she's really pretty, and I don't care about race car driving. That was my inner monologue. Oh, look at her. Yeah, good for
I mean,
you.
I was gonna
But-
talk about going down on girls, but I figured that wasn't your like steez.
Start up a new minute.
And here we go. It's Vanessa Johnston, everybody, with another brand new minute.
No, it's
taking next week off and doing this minute right now.
Could you do a minute on that right now?
No, that's what I was going to do originally.
Do it!
Do it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Vanessa Johnston!
So I date women and men, unfortunately. And I just started going down on girls. And it's not going as well as I expected. Like, here's the thing. I'm a girl. She's a girl. Like, you should know how to do yourself. And everyone thinks this. Like, every guy in this room, even if they're not gay, they're like, but if I was gay, I would suck the meanest dick. Hands down. And it's so cliche, but the clit is hard to find. And like girls, like we think it's easy, and that's because we have like huge vibrators, like the size of Jupiter, and then it just vibrates our entire lower body. Like you can't fuck it up, is my point. And the worst part is like even if you do find it, you don't know if you're doing it right because girls are liars. They fake come.
57 seconds. Double kill Vanessa Johnston. Jeff Garlin, what'd you think about that one?
I heard everything you said. And I thought it was good. You were talking about what you gave a shit about at the moment. And it was a lot more interesting than the race car stuff. I mean, look, it's not titillating to me. You know what I mean? By the way, it's titillating, but it's not titillating. I'm not, but the point being is what was interesting was that you were really passionate talking about it, and it was interesting. And there you go. So
when I go down on a Japanese woman, I call it the Tokyo Drift. But yeah, that was fun, but I thought both minutes had good parts.
But you're, by the way, even if let's just also talk about that. Even if you're a gay man or whatever, someone talking about their sexuality in terms of going down on someone. If they make it remotely interesting, it's very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
You did.
It's a good topic.
Yeah.
It's a really good topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than like racist shit.
And just with anything,
I'm just saying, it's like
it's
going
about,
down on somebody is so much better than racist shit.
It is.
I really agree.
That's a basic lesson in stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
If you, I don't find anything about, for the most part, it all bores me. The thing about different types of people and this and that shit.
Right.
That just, to me, that it's been done so much over the years that it's just like, it's a big bowl of who gives a shit.
People will always
You're
wanna
dating
know.
women and men. There's so many compare and contrast festivals you could go with. And going down on women and having that attitude, it should work because if a man would know. I thought it was all smart and good considering you're talking about going. That's the thing, too. Like when she was talking about the pussy waxing earlier, it's not, shocking is bullshit. But when you're really talking about something that you're living through or her saying that it's something you do to somebody, that's really funny, so I dug it. And it's your second week. Good luck to you. I'm not going to take an interest, though.
Okay.
No, I tell you why. I'm an old married man, and look at you. And so, really, it does me no good to tell my wife, oh, I've taken
My wife!
What is that?
That's, what's his name?
It's a popular thing that people do.
Yeah, my wife. But no,
10 years ago.
By the way, I'm not going to... point being is, I'm not taking an interest, but I wish you great luck, and hopefully someday we do work together. And I'll be nice. I'll have some sort of an interest, but it won't be. It won't be too much. It won't be too much. It's just not. I've learned at this point. I've been doing this for 33 years, and I'm 53 years old. There are certain things to avoid. Spending a lot of time with you would be one of those. It's just not good for me in any way. I'm sure you're a lovely, but not that you asked me.
Have you heard this one? Honesty is cruelty. Just shut up already.
I don't think I'm being cruel.
I don't take an interest in you.
Okay.
No,
you're too beautiful to live.
Never said that.
I hope you get cancer. It's the subtext, Jeff.
There was no subtext as that, Doug. But Doug, why don't you take it personally? You both can go get high. And,
do you smoke weed? She
no.
doesn't even smoke weed.
Yeah, so you're done
Did
with
you see
her.
how excited I got at that opportunity?
By the way, that's what you. Is that your only line of offering something to women? Do you get high? Oh, great.
Yeah,
No.
it turns out, Jeff, that's the only line I need really at this point. I mean, not with her, obviously, but
you keep doing what
she
you're
likes
doing.
the lady.
Vanessa, what's your Twitter handle?
Vanessa Johnston.
How do you spell the Johnston? JOHNST.
TOO.
Oh, John Stu.
My name was taken.
And does
And
anyone
that
here
was
who
taken
went up have an Instagram account?
That's what I'm like, an Instagram person. Are
Oh,
you an
there
Instagram person?
Yes, Jeff
I'm all about
Garlin.
the
That's
visuals.
Yeah, visuals.
I can
sure
see
you
how
were
this
too.
relationship's going to start. Instagram direct
What you
message.
dick pic. By the way, what is your Instagram? I'll
Vanessa V. Johnston.
Vanessa V. Johnson or just
Johnston with a T.
Vanessa V. Johnston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll follow
Every
you.
dude in the room just memorized her
And,
Instagram.
and by the way, listeners, for taking a chance, they're going
And
there.
I'll tell you what, one of the coolest all-time moves by any regular in week 2 by busting out 2 minutes. Congratulations, Vanessa Johnston.
Yeah, great
There she
job.
goes. We
Thank
did
you,
it.
Vanessa.
That's the show. Pat Reagan's at Patty Reagan on Twitter. Anything else you want to promote, Pat?
I was just on Adam Devine's house party, so look for it.
Oh,
in
that's
March.
great. You
I was
shot
just
that in Hawaii. That's so fucking awesome. Josh Martin's at Josh Martin. Melissa Esslinger's Melissa Esslinger. Doug Benson's at Doug Benson. Check out Doug Loves Movies. All the great things going on over there. Is special on Netflix. The one and only, my favorite person in the world, Jeff Garlin. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Meet the Goldbergs.
No, just called the Goldbergs.
The
People have
Goldbergs.
already met them. The Goldbergs, ABC. I'm rich and I'm very successful. I drive a Tesla. Please support all those things by watching
I'm
the
trying to get
Goldberg
one
thing.
more drink
Curb Your
right before the
Enthusiasm.
show ends.
Texas,
Get one more free drink
Texas. It's this Saturday and Sunday, and Caroline's on Broadway the first weekend.
I'll be napping over the holidays.
Caroline's. That's
I'm going to be napping over the holidays. If you want to think of that, I encourage you.
My audience, make some noise. Thanks for being part of it. Thank you.